Okay, now let's look for on the next loop, which is the for loop. This for loop is also called counter control loop, and the general format here is just like this. You have a for, a keyword for, followed by a bracket. Inside this bracket, there are three things, the three important things when you use counter. So first is the initialization of the counter, and then the test of expression, uh, where which is the continuing or the stopping criterion, and also the update, which is the increment. Okay, and then the statement, while this whatever the expression, while the expression is true, this statement will be executed, and then the counter is going to be updated or incremented, and you don't need semicolon after that. Okay, so this statement can also be blocked. Okay, so this is the mechanism. First, perform the initialization of the counter, and then evaluate the test expression. If it's true, execute the statement here. If it's false, terminate the loop. And if the statement is being executed, then the update will be executed. So the update means the increment of the counter or decrement of the counter. So once the update has been done, it will re-evaluate the test expression here. Okay. For example, the hello just now that we do using do while here can be written this way. So if you want to show it 5 times, you can just do it this way. Okay, you won't need the while anymore, you wouldn't need the do. Okay, you just need the for number equal to 0. Okay, so you don't need to initialize it here. Okay, number smaller than 5, and number plus. Okay, see out hello. Okay, so this will give you hello for 5 times. Just as the output is similar as while do and do while just now, it's just that the way you write it is different now. You're using the for loop. Okay, so what is happening here is that once when you have this for loop, the counter will be initialized, okay, then into the variable, into the value that you set here. So the initialization of the expression, so count equal to 1. So in my case, I use number equal to 0. Okay, while count or number is smaller than 5. So this is the test expression. If this is true, then they will do this hello, or print out this hello. Okay, and then it will go back to this for statement, and then it will do this hello, and then it will do the increment. Okay, so it will do this and then go back to this. We'll do the increment or the update on the counter. So count plus plus. So just now it was 1 after, and it meets this criteria, is true, then it will print 1 hello, and then it will count, will have count plus plus will be incremented, count will become 2. Then it will go back to the for loop. Okay, count is now and we will test to this step 2, which is count is lower than 5. Yes, count is 2, so it will print out another hello and increment count again, and the process continue. Okay, continue. So count is 3, it will go back to the for loop and go to the test condition, test expression. So 3 is lower than 5, then print another hello and increment the count again. Count plus plus, count becomes 4. Then it will check the test expression again. 4 lower than 5, it will print hello again and increment count. Count is 5 now, and it will go check the count again. This is still true, until count becomes 6, and this is no longer true, it will stop. Okay, so this is how the for loop works. Okay, and this is the flow chart for the previous example. So assign 1 to count. If count is smaller or equal to 5, it's true see out statement, and increment count. Nearly similar to the flow chart of the while I do while. Okay, so you have to check this carefully, yeah, every time you want to do the flow chart. Okay, this is example program 5.9, similar just like the do while, where you want to square the numbers. So in this case you just need 2 line of codes, okay, to do the square. You have for num equal to the minimum number, and while num is lower or equal to the max number, and num plus plus. So you have the initialization of the counter, and the test expression of the counter, and also the increment of the counter. And this is the statement if the test expression is true. Okay, so if it's false, it will just stop the loop and go to the next line in the code. Okay, so in the next line in the code here is return 0, so it will terminate the program. Right, here I have actually explained this. So this is the flow chart for this exam program 5.9. So when to use the for loop? In any situation that clearly requires an initialization, a false condition to stop the loop, and update to occur at the end of each iteration. Basically, when you know the number of iteration and you know when to stop them, then you can use for loop. For loop is also considered as a pre-test loop, where you test the expression before you execute the statement. So it is a pre-test loop. So again, just like the other while I do loop, you need to make sure that the initialization is correct. So you didn't initialize something more than the value of the test expression. So make sure, because for example in this case count equal to 11 will make this test expression false, so this will not be printed. Okay, it will not be iterating, the loop will not iterate. Okay, so you can also have multiple statements in the initialization expression. You can have 2 variables, and you can use both variables, initialize both variables in your for loop. Okay, so x equal to 1 and y equal to 1. And you can also have this is not test expression, this is updates. You can have 2 updates there, but the test expression is 1. Okay, you can also omit the initialization in front if you have early do the initialization top. So you can do something like this. Okay, so you can also declare variables during initialization. So if I don't want to declare this, so just comment this, you can just write it here, and the number equal to 0. Okay, right, so you can do this modification. So before we go to the next one, I want to try this sum equal to sum plus equal to I need to put the num here, so just use this as sum equal to 0, sum plus plus C out. Right, I finished altering the code. Okay, so now I have my integer sum equal to 0, and I have integer number equal to 0, and then I have uh, sum equal to sum plus number. So basically our sum will remain, will act as a container to add to store, to keep updating the value that is it gets from number. So this is a statement, the accumulative statement, sum equal to sum plus number. So this is also can also be written this way: sum equal to sum plus equal to number, right? So this is a short form, but the long form was sum equal to sum plus number. So you can just compile this and run, and of course 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 and plus 4 is actually 10. So it accumulates the number. Alright, so this is accumulation. Right. Alright, I'll see you in the next video for the running total. Okay.